Hello Aries, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I'm Kaya and this is going to be a tarot reading for your general messages for August 2020. How very exciting. I can't believe we're in August already. It's going fast. So if this resonates with you, that's awesome. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff if it does. If it doesn't, check out your moon, rising and Venus signs just in case if you like my style, but the messages don't click. They're not going to click for everybody. So check those other ones out if that is something that you are into doing. And yeah, let's get right into it. I'm going to take you down here to my little setup. And first things first, Aries, we're going to just do a nice little cleanse of the cards and make sure that everybody else's energy is out of the damn way. So it's just about your energy. So get everybody else out of here. Just want to go with the Aries general messages for August 2020. So this will be for the full month of August. And let's just get right to it. I'm going to be working with my Fountain Tarot as my main cards lately just because they've been speaking to me loud and clear. So let's just get into it, my friends. What do we have to say to Aries for August 2020? What's going on? How you doing, huh? What's happening? I like being able to help you guys out, maybe give you some messages. Hopefully it resonates. Like I said, if it doesn't, check out your other signs in your chart. But if it does resonate, definitely let me know because I love hearing the feedback and knowing that I'm speaking to some people. I love hearing from those people. So let me know. All right, August 2020. We've got the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands reversed, Page of Coins, and I'm going to do one more, and then the Chariot reversed. Interesting. So there may be a need to kind of hi kitty, be grateful for what you have, I'm seeing, and not really be jumping forward into some other like, I don't know, like other plans quite yet. Things just seem like they need to be a little bit on hold right now. Maybe you're just going through a time of like having to kind of, you know, the pandemic is still going on. People are still freaking out probably about unemployment and stuff. So I am seeing a need for Aries specifically to kind of settle in, enjoy the abundance that they have right now and not get too crazy about what's next and just kind of take this time to meditate and figure out whatever financial things you may not have known. You know, it's just a time to kind of teach yourself about money, I think. I think that's going to be a big thing for you, Aries, for August, is really figuring out what your money's going to do for you, how you're going to use it properly, and also just focusing on what you have now and being really appreciative of that, because I don't see you having a lot of energy to move forward into some other energies, because I get the King of Wands reversed and the Chariot reversed. So that's, you know, it's like whatever passion you are feeling, it's not really it's not like forcing its way out. It's more I don't know, kind of even keeled. So I think maybe you have a little bit of like relaxing to look forward to, Aries, if that is something that you're capable of. So yeah, I'm just seeing kind of the need to sort of chill a little bit and make the best of the time that you have off right now, the downtime. Making the best of it, thinking about the future, but not necessarily actively going towards the future. So that's what I'm seeing for the Aries that are going to be resonating with this message. So let's see what some clarification is. I'm not going to be doing clarifications like I was before. I'm just going to do a single card clarification and then do it with a third deck too, just because I think that might tighten things up a little bit, make the messages a little more concise. So if you're oh my god, if you're returning and you're used to my doing it a certain way, don't get upset. Not that I expect that from you, Aries. You're pretty accepting, but just gonna change it up and see what works, you know? I'm very, I have an Aries moon, so I like to change it up. I like to, I don't wanna get too stuck in any sort of routine. So we get the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess reversed, the Seven of Coins, and then the Fool. So yeah, like I said, I'm seeing, there's a lot of good energy here. This is nice. So there's a lot of, I think you have a lot of excitement for the future. I think that's really good. I think that's what's gonna be helpful when you're focusing on what you do have and what your abundance is right now. I'm seeing the ability to really appreciate it and maybe look forward into the future, but not taking the steps towards it right at this very moment, because you're kind of in like a chill mode. Maybe some sort of information comes to you or comes to light that sort of makes you feel, it could be the stimulus check or the stimulus package coming through, that we find out some new information, and then you just have to kind of rework what your plans were financially because of it. If you are relying on that, if you're the kinds of Aries that don't have a lot of support or don't have a job right now. So yeah, I'm seeing some information coming to light, but I see there's hope for the future here. I mean, Aries is typically a pretty hopeful sign. It's just like I said, there's no real like energy to put out what you're hopeful for yet, but you've got plans. So I see a lot of planning, and figuring out, what your next steps are going to be, but not aggressively going after what those plans are just yet. So I do see some planning here, but it's all in a very like positive, hopeful mindset, which is really, really helpful for you and really, really good for you. So I see you like, okay, you know what? We're going to take the month off to chill. We're going to figure out what our next steps are and figure out how we're going to implement that. So this is all about like figuring out how to implement what's next in your life, because there is some really good energy I see that could be happening beyond August with that Fool and the Wheel of Fortune sort of bookending the clarifiers here. So, there's some nice ideas that you have. Like I said, I think that you've got the ideas, but you're just not actioning them at this time. So, but they're really good, and I feel like they're very supported by the universe, and I think you kind of know where you're headed and what's going on. So you just need to figure out exactly how to make that a reality before you just start going for it. Which, I know Aries, I know that can be a little bit tough for you guys. So you might be kind of like, but I want to do it now. But I want to go for it right fucking now. But the messages are just kind of saying, it's okay. There's no rush. Nothing needs to happen right now in order for it to be correct. It's going to just happen the way it needs to happen. And but like I said, it's good. So whatever you have in your mind as your next steps are a good plan. It's just a matter of chilling out, letting it happen. It can be very boring. I remember when I started figuring out my finances, the first couple of weeks that I like had all my money, gave my money the jobs that they needed to, the jobs they needed to have. I was like, well, what now? Nothing now. Now you're just in the energy of healing your financial situation. So it can be a little bit boring, and you just kind of have to sit still with it. You know what I mean? With that 7 of coins, you're just you need to just be aware of it, take a good look at it, and just hang out. I know you don't love that, but find a different project, get your finances on lock, figure out what your next steps are, and then, let it, set it in motion, but there's nothing else to do. You just got to kind of hang out with it for a while. So I see you like, you're just plotting and you're planning and there's not a lot of movement. But it's all for the greater good. I think that's going to bring forward some nice energy for you guys. I think it's a good thing. So that's wonderful. So let's get some, Page of Coins again. There's that Magician, 3 of Swords reversed, and then the Knight of Cups. So it's possible that you've experienced kind of a sort of heartbreak or some sort of separation, and that's changed up your financial situation, and you're figuring out exactly what you need to do and how you need to move forward with that. But it's a good thing. It's like healing, and you want to be able to be a little bit more open and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm seeing a lot of planning and figuring it out, and right at the ass end is when the Knight of Cups comes in, because you've got a lot of work to do and a lot of figuring out to do. So you're going to be in like sort of like quiet, calm planning mode, and then you're going to figure out what you need to do, and then you're going to get to that point, and you're going to start to implement and manifest and put things into motion with that Magician, and it's going to be very good for you, because like I said, I like it a lot. I like your plans. I think they're the right call. And then once the end of August rolls around, I'm seeing is when the Knight of Cups, that's when you can start to kind of bring forth your messages and your energy and your changes into the world. And yeah, it's going to be a really good thing. And other people will be able to benefit from it too, is how I'm feeling about it. You know, maybe you had to break up with somebody because you're struggling financially and they don't trust you perhaps with money, and they're kind of feeling like, I don't know if we can really build a life together because, you know, I don't know if I can trust the way that you handle money. And you're kind of fixing that issue here, and then you're able to kind of come back to that person and be like, here, look, I am capable of this. I'm sorry I scared you. You know, it took me a long time to figure it out, but I'm here and I've made a lot of progress, and I'd like to try to reconcile. So you might be reconciling with someone because you are kind of showing yourself to be more of a responsible person, financially speaking, to like sort of, you know, we should never have to prove ourselves to people that we love and that love us. But I just mean, like, it seems like with this person, you were on two completely different ends of the spectrum in terms of how money should be handled, and that freaked them out. And so you're kind of like, okay, I get it. I understand that you're freaked out. You don't want to go out to dinner all the time or spending money all the time. And I'm sorry that, like, I made it look like that's all I want. I am capable of wanting more and making these changes. So that's what I have been working on and doing. So I'm hoping that we can have a conversation sort of that, like, you know, just like opens it up a little bit to the possibility and idea of getting back together. But that's not for everybody. That's just for a very specific few Aries. But for the rest of you guys, you know, like I said, I just think it's going to be really good news for people. You're going to have good news to share, and you're going to be feeling really good and self-confident about it because you're in a good place because you've been working on it for the whole of August. So I think August is all about going within, figuring out some money stuff, or even physical stuff. Maybe you have been feeling like you need to lose some weight, or you need to get back into like a physical regimen, and you're really like taking the time in August to put a lot of effort and energy into that. You know, whatever like physical things like money or your physical self or your home, there's just some sort of growth period that you need to go through, but it's going to take a lot of meditation and like quiet period first in order to get you to that point. So I think that that's what August is going to be all about for you guys, is just kind of chilling out and going into like learning mode and figuring out exactly how to implement what you want. Because with that magician card there, that really indicates that it's something that's very possible for you guys, which is awesome. And so that, you know, that gives me a really good feeling, like along with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card. I just think it's a good call. I think you're doing the right things, and you're just taking your time and perfecting it before you start implementing. So now there we go. So that's the Page of Cups. So that we got the Page of Coins, the Page of Cups. We got a lot of page energy here. So Ace of Coins reversed. I'm seeing, like I said, it's the beginning of a new financial outlook. Justice is like the balancing out of that and making, maybe there's some legal stuff that you had to correct and figure out, and you had to save up some money in order to handle that. I'm seeing that all going very smoothly for you guys, because this is sort of like the outcome portion of the reading. Page of Cups reversed is like, it's healing, like it's all very within, and it's interesting. Your money is very connected to your emotions, I'm feeling. Which some people say is a terrible thing. Some people say it's fine. I don't really, I stand on either side of that argument, but I am seeing that your financial gain, or your in terms of like your education about it, like teaching yourself about it, is going to be very healing for you. With that Three of Swords reversed and that Page of Cups reversed, it's going to be a really good thing. You're going to be kind of healing up some things that maybe have been long-standing issues in your life because of finances, and you're really figuring out how to balance your emotions with your money, and not get so emotional with it, and just be a little bit more I don't know, sort of like calculated, right? Like you want to be a little bit more calculated and just make the right decisions and not feel so much like you're taking something away from yourself or something like that. So I'm seeing a lot of good healing energy here and like balancing. You're gonna be balancing out, and that's what August is all about, is like going within, figuring out what needs to be implemented and done. I see a lot of ability to be able to do that if that is your goal. And then the outcome being that you can really balance your finances and your emotions and really like get to a good point. And that's why you're that, you know, Knight of Cups who's able to kind of offer something to someone, or offer, you know, maybe offer yourself to other people because you're feeling more solid and, you know, you have more to offer, not financially necessarily, but just if you're feeling more confident and comfortable, you have more to offer the world in general and your friends and your loved ones and things like that. So yeah, I see it's a good balancing act. I love these 3 cards as the outcome, because it feels like you're starting a new journey. You know, you're really starting something new here that you have a lot of potential for making totally awesome for yourself. And I just feel like the universe is totally on your side and it's backing you up on this. So yeah, I'd say that's a good start for August for Aries. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Chill out for August and let yourself figure out exactly what you need to implement for your future. It doesn't have to be money. That's just what was calling to me. Could be anything else kind of physical if that resonates with you. Hopefully it did. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, and comment if it did. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next week with your, I think it's the love reading. Ooh, how exciting. So yeah, that's that. Thank you, Aries. I'll talk to you later. Bye.